So this is the one I shared, right? Last week I shared this file to everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is for Mac. You don't worry about this. Okay, just watch. So I'm uploading all my code to the GitHub. Okay. So I added all the files. Git add hyphen hyphen all. That means I added all the files. Okay, I should have not added. Got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I'll do one thing. Instead of going to GitHub, right? Let me do one thing. So, so let me see. Whenever when we upload the code to GitHub, we have to remove this target. We don't need to upload this target to the GitHub. Target contains the build files. So now what I'm doing is I'm removing the target folder. Okay. Now I'm zipping this file. Okay, this is the test automation file. Now I'm going to remove this file. Okay, now I remove the file. Now I'm going to upload the file. Okay. This is taking time. Okay, now I'm removing my code from. Let me upload this. Okay, now zip file got uploaded. Now I'm going back to my workspace. See, I'm deleting this framework. Okay, I deleted everything. If you look at my workspace, I don't have anything. I don't even have this. Okay, my workspace has only core Java. Okay, now think that I'm Raj. Okay, so AHA Training shared test automation framework to Raj. Okay, now what Raj is doing is he's downloading this file. Download. Okay, so this file got downloaded. Okay, let me copy this file. Let me go to my workspace. See, I have put the file in my workspace. So this is the first step. If you're downloading from Git, all you have to do is go to command prompt, git clone, and put that repository. It will download to your workspace. Both are same. Now we're not doing from GitHub. We are doing it from Google Drive. In future, if I put the framework in GitHub, you have to do the git clone instead of downloading from the Google Drive. But today, my code not sitting in GitHub, so my code is in Google Drive. I just downloaded the file from Google Drive and I pasted in my workspace. Okay, so next step is unzip the file. So you know how to unzip the file, right? Now I'm deleting this zip file. Now I have the test automation framework. Okay, you have to make sure that you don't have the same project name in your workspace. So that is important. Even the same file should not be sitting, the same project should not be sitting in any other workspace as well. Suppose if you have two workspaces, workspace 1 and workspace 2, if you downloaded the file in workspace 1 and you downloaded the file in workspace 2, it doesn't work, because this file has a pom.xml and this pom.xml has group id. That's why what I will tell you is, go to your workspace, delete the existing test automation framework, create only one workspace. Don't create multiple workspaces. Don't put Madhu 1, Madhu 2, Raj 1, Raj 2. Don't do that. Only create a folder workspace. That's it. In workspace, remove the existing one and download the one from the Google Drive, extract it, and as soon as you extract this, you should be seeing pom.xml inside the folder. That's how you have to extract. Check whether the folder, as soon as you go into the folder, you should be seeing pom.xml and source. And remember, there is no target here. There is no target here, because this has only Java files, only source. When we build this project, that Maven is going to create a target folder for us. Okay, so second step is extracted. In my workspace, I checked pom.xml is sitting in the folder. Then next step is going to STS, right click, import existing Maven projects. If you don't see these existing Maven projects, type here, type Maven, then you will see that existing Maven projects. Click, double click. When you do double click, go to browse, and this is my workspace folder. Okay, in my workspace folder, I'm selecting my test automation. This is the test automation. This is my workspace. I'm selecting test automation. Click on open. As soon as you click on the open, you should be seeing the pom.xml of the test automation. This is important. You should be seeing this. So it is auto checked. I'm doing finish. This is how you have to import your project in your works in your STS. Any questions here? Okay. So now I got my project here. Okay. Now what is the next step? As soon as I loaded my project in the STS, I have to build my project first because I want my target folder here. I want to get all the dependencies sitting in pom.xml. I want to download all these jar files and I want to move those jar files into my local M2 repository. So to do that, what I need to do? You can do one thing. Go to Maven, or you can do run. Okay. So when you do Maven test, let's see what happens. Okay, there is a problem with my driver. Okay, the build is failed. There are test failures. Okay. See, as soon as you do Maven test, right? You see the target folder here. Even the test cases failed. That's fine. But when you do in your Windows, it will work because I'm using Mac and I have some issue with my driver. Because of that, it was failed. It means, but when you do this, it will work. Even if it doesn't work, that's fine. You should be seeing the target folder here. This is important. Once you see the target folder, that means you have compiled your code successfully, you have built your code successfully. But when you executed this, you got some errors. That means your test suite is failed. That's fine, but your code is compiled and built. That is important. Okay. Now next thing, go to source, and we have two folders here, main and test. So all our test cases, feature files and step definitions, constants, everything will be sitting in the test because we are writing a test suites. We're doing test automation. That's why we are putting all our feature files and all our scenarios, all our scripts put under test folder because we're doing test automation. We're writing the test cases and we are running all our test cases using JUnit. That's why we are putting all our code in test folder. Go inside the test, go inside Java, go inside org, click on go inside feature files, click on app feature. See, so when you go to app feature, we have three scenarios here already. Okay, now the next step is go to the runner and open the run Qt test. Okay, here I'm going to run my first scenario. I'm copying this, saving this, right click. If you don't have any feature, see, the basic framework comes with few features. Okay, just go to feature file and copy what scenario you want to run. It will have first scenario, second scenario. Go here and change the scenario and try to run this. Before I run this, I want to check one thing. Yeah, I have the Chrome driver. Okay, now run as I'm running my first scenario. Okay, hold on. What is this? So before I go there, I want to check this is target, right? Okay. The first scenario should run in target. Okay, there is some issue with my driver. Let me fix that. But in your case, it will work. So let me take. Okay, got it. I got it. So this is not for you. Okay, I'm fixing in my local. This is because I'm using Mac. I'm fixing my driver issue, but you won't be having any issue at all. Don't do this. Don't try to do this. Don't have the driver file here. You know what I did? I had set up everything in my local. To show this, I deleted my local thing. Okay, I have this here. See, I need this driver file. Now I'll go here. I'll refresh this. And now I have it. Let me run now. Please have this feature. Okay. Okay, so to open the website, I had to set my Mac driver to connect to the Chrome. Okay, so that is not part of the package I gave you, but the Chrome driver is part of the package. So what is the first thing you have to do is, as soon as you downloaded your code to workspace, go to base steps. If you look at here, base steps, under steps, open this file. Okay, when you open this file, what you have to do is, if you look at this block, static block, here what I'm saying is I'm setting a path in my system, like the way we have set the path for Java. Same thing I'm doing here. I'm setting the Chrome driver path, and if you look at this, I'm setting this path. See, my file is sitting in my workspace, this folder, test automation folder, under source, under main, under resources, right? If you look at this, I'm setting this property, I'm getting this file from user directory, means I will get this directory. After that, file separator, and I'm saying source means this source. After that, main means this main. After that, resources, under resources, separate cat, and see, I am using Chrome driver underscore Mac. In your case, you have to use Chrome driver. If you want, I can upload the same project by changing this to Chrome driver. So all you have to do is, you can change this to Chrome driver, because this is your Chrome driver for Windows to connect to the Chrome. Right now I'm using Chrome driver underscore Mac. Okay, so this is the check you have to do. If you don't do this check, if it is saying this framework is using Chrome driver underscore Mac, then it will try to connect to the Mac browser, but you don't have Mac browser, right? But you have only Windows browser. If you want to connect to Internet Explorer, you have to download that Internet Explorer driver and put under resources, and do the same thing, change this Chrome driver to that file name. And here you have to do web driver, instead of Chrome driver you have to do IE driver. So they, when you download the driver, it will have that information. Okay, but right now don't worry about that. We are connecting the Chrome browser and we are using the Chrome driver. Okay, this is how we have to set the path. When you download this code in your company, it will work, because we are setting the property inside our framework. We're not doing this outside of our framework. That means when you can directly download this file and run it, there won't be any issues at all.
One more thing, Suresh.
Jana, let me complete this, because I'm recording, right? Let me complete this.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So this is how you have to set your Chrome driver. Okay, next thing is going here, run quick test, selecting the scenario, first scenario, and run. That's it. When you do this, it will automatically open. But it took a lot of time for me, because I had to set what? I had to set my driver. If you have questions, if you have confusion, I can delete everything, I can build again. Do you want me to do that?
No, we just we can do it, I think.
Yeah. Raj, are you good?
Yeah, I am good, Suresh.
Okay. So then let me go to my second scenario and try this one as well. Okay. See, it worked. There is some issue, but it doesn't matter. I got the browser open. Okay. I'm closing this.